Greetings, fellow humans, and welcome to Psychoness. I'm actually finishing Camp NaNo. I am behind. I'm going to have a really crazy work week, so what more logical decision than doing BookTube-a-thon? BookTube-a-thon is a reading challenge to celebrate all things BookTube, carried out by, moderated by Ariel Bissett, one of the most popular booktubers that I think I probably follow. And yeah, there's 7 challenges, so let's see how I'm gonna tackle this. By the way, disclaimer, I will be reading actively. I will be pursuing to finish the challenges, but the second that something becomes tedious, or I'm not having a good time, or I'm not enjoying the read, I'm gonna stop doing it, because the idea of this is to read more and to celebrate BookTube, not to cause myself a heart attack. So, without further ado, the challenges. Challenge number 1 and 2, actually. Read a book with a person on the cover and read a hype book. That's a person on the cover. This is a hype book because a movie's coming out in August, and I want to read this before the movie comes out. Simple as that. Challenge number 3, finish a book in 1 day. I actually wanna read this. This is an Ogre's Tale, which is a short but lovely tale by Lilian Oake. Lilian Oake is a fellow indie author. And I have other works from her that I do want to check out soon. Challenge number 4, read about a character that is very different from you, and this would be The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. I've had a pretty good life. I can't say it's been wondrous. It's been pretty normal. I've had some amazing moments, but wondrous, that's a big word to attach to a life. And brief, well, I'm going to be 37 in less than a month, so it's not exactly brief. Not exactly long either, but not exactly brief. Next challenge would be finish a book completely outdoors, and I'm actually going to be reading TunTun de Paso y Grifería, which is a Puerto Rican poetry collection. I will probably do a review on this, and it will be in Spanish. There's no way you can probably translate this. It has a lot of onomatopoeia, trying to recreate rhythms and music of Puerto Rican folklore, specifically Bomba y Plena, and other details. I'll probably read the preface and introductions now in the weekend so that I can just focus on the book in the week. Challenge number 6, read a book that you bought because of the cover, and this would be Slouching Towards Nirvana by Charles Bukowski. I actually had 3 or 4 collections in front of me, and I chose this one because of the cover in part, but really the title was what sold me. I saw the title kind of shout it out to me, and I was like, let's pick this one up. And since that's 5 books and the challenge is 7, I added 2 more. One is part of my Roald Dahl challenge, which I bought a box set, and before the year is over, I do want to read it. And the next one is The Giraffe and the Pelly and Me. This is a pretty short one, and I can probably belt it out rather quickly. But the idea is also to mix different things. As you can see, I'm not taking typical routes with book selections, with the exception of the Gunslinger, which is pretty hyped up. And the last one that I have is an indie poetry collection. The glare is not cooperating, kind of there. It is The Weightless One by Anais Charchenko. I've read 2 of her 3 collections. This would be the 3rd one, the one that I'm missing to read. Apart from being a good friend and a fellow indie author, Anais has quickly become one of my favorite poets because she holds nothing back. I don't expect this to be an easy read. I expect it to be rather emotional, but regardless, I do expect the quality writing that I've come to expect from her. She is brutally honest and a really, really remarkable human being. If you haven't followed her, I'll probably do a shout out in these days of small booktuber shout outs. I'll also recommend her channel. She's top notch. And yeah, that's it. I don't know how good or bad of an idea this is. I do suspect it's not the best idea, but I already did the caveat and I already said the disclaimer. If this stresses me out, bums me out, or actually makes me not enjoy the reading, I will pivot and I will not do that, because the idea of this is to celebrate all things book, all things BookTube, and all all things that make us smile. So with that in mind, until next time, peace, love, and Mikey Roads.